Hi there, it's Debbie with the Pick and Coop Farmstead, and I am out in the garden this morning. I want to give you a quick garden tour. This garden is just, God is great. It is just going crazy. I've got to show it to you. So hang in there, here we go. All right, so we're going to start out in this Hubbard squash slash pumpkin bed. I have a feeling I'm going to regret planting so many, and these are, every single one of these are saved seeds from pumpkins that I bought. These are the little sugar pie pumpkins from a gallon Palisadro. These guys are the beautiful, I call them princess pumpkins. There's a more technical term for them. And then the Hubbard squash, which I bought one of each from Nash's Ranch. I'll put their link in there. You've got to come check them out this fall. Their pumpkins are in the ground and growing like crazy already. Sunflowers growing like crazy. We've got our itty bitty tomato sprout that we started from a sucker in water, and it's doing really well also. And then more okra. We've got our other tomato sprout, and it's not looking half bad either. And then we've got bush cucumbers. And then there's bushy cucumbers. These are really growing like crazy. They're fast growing. They're starting to trail outside of their perimeter. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do as far as trellising them. I'll have to rig something up. Then these are crookneck squash. Look at those babies. They are probably about 2 feet high. And then here's our little acorn squash. They're just coming along nicely. I'm telling you that fish emulsion is exactly what everybody needed. I've got some lettuce I want to harvest. Looking pretty good. Then I've got the red leafy lettuce and some freckled lettuce down in there. And then we have our seeds where we planted more lettuce. They haven't come up yet, but they will. And then over here we have okra. And by the way, that one okra, it was only one, but I was so excited. I harvested it the other day, and I put it in my stir fry. Hello. I'm too busy looking, trying to talk. And then we've got some sunflowers growing up in here. And boy, was it delicious. Absolutely delicious. Over here, we've got the beautiful zinnias. Celery, looking fine. It's nice dark green, beautiful. And look at the nasturtium blooming. We've got peppers. Peppers are really starting to come on now. Look at this guy. It's a melon growing up. Across there is another one growing up. And then we have some little guys down in here that I planted from seed. They're growing. Then we're going to come over here. And then we have our Armenian cucumber. Oh, the ants are seeming to love those. And then we've got somewhere in there, oh, there it is. We've got some, oh, it's hard to see, but there is a loofah in there. And ouch, look at these blooms. I think these might be butternut squash. I'm not really sure. Again, these are the things that fell out of my deal. Now look at this guy. Another melon. This melon needs to go back up the trellis. And look at the peppers. Woohoo! Look at these guys. If you guys know what these are, they were in my hot pepper mix. They seem to be growing straight up, and they're too big for Tabasco. I researched peppers that go straight up, and I couldn't really find a definitive answer. I guess I could take a photo maybe and let Google help me figure out what that is. But look, baby Armenian cucumber. These I'm very excited for. I love these things. Let's see, down in here, more of the, I think, butternut squash. Now, you know what? Oh, these are, I planted more Armenian cucumbers down in here, these guys, which is good. That means we'll have them all summer. And look at the sunflowers. They're just happy little campers. We've got some zinnias that are trying to survive through the ant infestation. And then down here, there is a beautiful little crookneck squash. Now we know what kind of squash that one is. And the butternut is growing up along this trellis. I've got to stand back to show you this guy. This is my mustard. And they're all beautiful yellow leaves. Mustard's so pretty. Going to seed. So I will never run out of mustard again. Then we have eggplants blooming, even the ones I tried to kill. Little guys that I ended up buying from Luna's are blooming. Then we have some little peppers that are really starting to grow up here. These are bell peppers. Then over here we have our purple tomatillo. Oh my, look at the little baby bees sleeping. They're not babies, but they're just beautiful. They're not ready for their day's work yet. And then we've got the regular green tomatillos. This guy's taken over everything. Then down here, peppercini peppers. They're ready to harvest again. This guy, oh, looky there. We've got the green tomatillos coming on. Now here's the sweet butter or sugar butter, whatever that's called. It's like a butternut squash. It needs to be tied up on the trellis. And then around the corner, boy, it's going crazy, isn't it? Everything is. That's not a bad thing. Look at there. I think these are, oh, what are those tomatoes? Sans Marzanos. They've got that shape. Here's some more of that squash. Cherry tomatoes are well over my head. Very prolific. They need to be tied up. Let's see if I can push this guy up in here until I come back out. Look at that. And then this one's starting to crowd my ground cherries. My ground cherries are really starting to take off. I have definitely got to trim these up. These guys are going to need more light. Look at them. Oh, here's one on the ground. Let's show you that. I'm trying to get the little paper deal off. Hold on. Ah, darn it. There we go. Here she is in all her glory. That's going to be a breakfast snack. Who knew? Oh my. There's a couple of them. We're going to save these. Okay, so then we have our beans. This was like our second planting of beans. They're blooming, doing wonderfully. Okay, now we're on the back side of the tomatillos and the peppercini peppers. We've got, look at this little fella. I harvested a nice, good-sized bell pepper out of here the other day and added that to our stir fry. Boy, was that delicious. Here's our third planting of beans. They're doing fantastic. And look at over here. Sans Marzanos, a whole grouping of them. I'm very excited about those. Lots of cherry tomatoes. The cute little things. Then on the back side, oh my, look at the sweet little bee sleeping away. And zinnias, amaranth. I'm gonna have to trim up my amaranth. It's just going crazy there. Lots and lots of chamomile I need to harvest. Freckled lettuce going to seed. I need to harvest my marigolds again. I shall never run out of marigold seeds. Nor cilantro. Look at this. Cilantro has gone to seed. Regular lettuce. Look at that. Gorgeous. Amaranth and more beautiful. Ooh, I have a zinnia I can cut off and save for seeds right in the middle of the screen there. If I stand back so you can look at this. Now, isn't that absolutely spectacular? I thank you, Lord Jesus. That is just, almost makes me a little weepy there. And we just harvested some cucumbers the other day, but look, there's another one. These are like pickling cucumbers, but I like to eat them fresh. So we're doing good there. This is, I believe, a butternut squash. It's growing like crazy there. Here's this guy, and I think these might be, like I said the other day, look how large. This thing has doubled in size just since the other day. I think it might be, let me get my camera in there, an acorn squash. Last year, they were teeny weeny weeny. This year, I think they're going to be much larger. Then we've got some more zinnias, and then down in here are some beans blooming. I don't see any zucchinis. I'll have to look closer. Oh, there's a crookneck down in there. If you can see it right there. I've harvested several of those. A few zucchinis. These guys over here are going crazy. They are, what are these guys? Oh, the Oregon Spring tomatoes. These are delicious. This is the one that I've harvested. Got one tomato so far. But they're starting to yellowish, turn blushy. So, yeah. And then we've got our radish. These are our red radishes. Ruby red, I believe they're called. They are going to seed. They're getting those little pods on them. I don't know if you can see them. Right here are the pods. Now you can eat those pods too. They're really good. And on the other side, I believe these are the mortgage lifter. They're a larger tomato, and boy are they prolific, and boy are my plants falling over. Oh, I need to be fired. Then over here we have more radish. I believe they're the same type. Going to seed. Then if we come around the corner here, you know, these might be spaghetti squash. I'm hoping that's what they are. That would just tickle me pink. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Then here we are with more beans along the edge. And look at my beautiful cabbages. They are looking spectacular. Now, my Brussels sprouts are getting a little bigger. Just a little. My peas are all drying up, but not to fear. We have pea seeds for next year. Then we've got our kohlrabi. And I think my broccoli is just about spent. So what I might do, oh, there's some more florets on the other one. On this guy, I think it's kind of done as far as producing little broccoli sprouts. So I think I might cut that off at the base and dry the leaves. Okay, now on the other side, I don't know that this is getting watered that well from the sprinkler. But two of my oregano plants, the ones on the outer edge, are looking a little crispy. Yikes! So here's my dill. Beautiful, beautiful dill. And it's time to harvest calendula again. It's just, that stuff's crazy. Beautiful little zinnia right there. More cilantro. Amaranth is just keeps giving out new shoots. And we've got parsley, curly leaf parsley. And we've got all kinds of chamomile ready to come on. I just harvested all this. And then we have our strawberries down in here. Look at those beauties. Too bad Gabby wasn't here for that. And it's just going crazy here. It's not a bad thing at all. My little mullein is still hanging in there. And then we've got tomatoes galore, squash galore, and there's zinnias over on the other side you can't really see because, yeah, they're a little shaded. But look, little broccoli heads. So this guy is still giving up deliciousness. Great for salads. My kale's looking good over there. I got another cabbage over there. So it's looking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, there's our catnip. And we got some mullein, guys, still growing strong here. These are our first planting, pardon me, our first planting of sweet potato sprouts. They look really good, or slips, I should say. These guys are the ones we planted the other day. They're hanging in there. They're getting new growth right in the middle there. And then we've got our lemon balm, has new growth on it. And there's corn over there. And I think my lavender has got some green growth on it right in the middle of the screen. Let's get a little closer. So I did not manage to kill my poor little lavender. Look at that. It's a survivor, and there's a bunch of green down in the plant too. I've got to get, Gabby was out here picking blackberries. There's wild blackberries right there. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on in here, and I'm pleasantly surprised. All right. So that's all I have for you today. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope it's cool, at least in the mornings. And I hope you have a great day. And thanks a lot for watching and supporting, guys. Bye-bye.